You think kindness is wasted on the wrong people. He stole from the man who helped him and came back years later, not for what you think. In a quiet town, there lived a man named Isaac. He wasn't rich. Some days he barely had enough for himself. But he had one rule: no one left his door empty-handed. One night, a stranger knocked, breathing hard, eyes restless, like he hadn't slept in days. Isaac opened the door and paused. He noticed the fear, the desperation, and for a brief moment, he hesitated. Then he stepped aside. No questions. Food, water, a place to rest. The man barely spoke, but his hands trembled, like something inside him was breaking. Before sunrise, he was gone, along with money and a few valuables. By morning, the town erupted. You trusted the wrong man. This is what kindness gets you. You brought this on yourself. The empty space felt louder than the noise outside. He opened his drawer again, as if the money might somehow return. It didn't. That night, he didn't sleep much. Not because of the loss, but because of the question: did I do the right thing, or just a foolish one? The next few days were harder. He spent less, worked more, skipped things he normally wouldn't. But he didn't change his rule, not even a little. Nearly 2 years passed, the town forgot. But Isaac didn't, and far away, the man didn't either. Every day, he carried the weight of that night. Not just what he took, but the trust he broke. He found work, small jobs at first, long hours, little pay. There were days he wanted to forget it all, convince himself it was necessary, but something wouldn't let him. A door that opened without question, a man who trusted him without reason. So he kept going, saving little by little, not just money, but the courage to return. One evening, a knock. Isaac opened the door and froze. The same man stood there, older, thinner, but steadier. This time, he didn't step inside. He couldn't even look up. In his hands, everything he had taken, and more. I worked for it, he said quietly. Every day, I remembered that night. Silence. Isaac felt something rise inside him. Not anger, not relief. Something deeper. He remembered the empty drawer, the long nights, the doubt. He could take it back, close the door, end it right there. No one would question him. Instead, he looked at the man, long enough to see what most people miss. Not the mistake, but what it cost him to come back. You stole from me, Isaac said calmly. The man nodded. I know. Another pause. Then Isaac asked, why? The man's voice broke. My child was dying. I needed money for medicine. I didn't think, I just took. The air grew heavy. The town would have called him a thief. Closed the door, ended it there. But Isaac stepped closer. Not to take the money, but to look him in the eyes, and said, if I only see you as a thief, then you'll leave as one. The man froze. So tell me, are you still that man? Tears fell. A quiet shake of the head. Isaac nodded slowly. Then don't become him again. He gently pushed the money back. Keep it. Take care of your child. The man broke down, not because he was forgiven, but because someone finally saw who he could become, not just who he was. People don't always change when they're punished. Sometimes they change when they're understood. Anyone can judge you at your worst. That's easy. But the rare ones, they look past it and give you a chance to become better. Before you label someone today, ask yourself, are you seeing who they were or who they could be? Follow Sepor and start thinking differently.